Gemini, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for July 17th through to the 23rd. Okay, Gemini, let's see what is on the cards for you for the week. I'm starting with an oracle card from Moonology, and I have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Now, there might be a new door opening. There might be the next phase or stage in a situation, or a new beginning that you're wanting to move towards. Now, Gemini, you're being asked to contemplate and maybe, reflect on what you need to do, the process for actually bringing in this new beginning. I've got Piscean energy coming through. So we want to make sure that we're looking in all of the corners, okay, and that we are backing our intentions with practical, steps and action. Otherwise, it can remain a bit of a dream. All right, well, let's see what major arcana you are working with here, Gemini. And I have for you the Wheel of Fortune. How beautiful. Okay, now this is an energy of big cyclic change for you. Now, it can literally be the energy that changes your luck, like that turns things around. So maybe you are really wanting change and you are meditating and contemplating on how you can make that happen in one of your life areas. The Wheel of Fortune often talks about big karmic cycles. It's a 10-year energy for me. So think back, Gemini, to where you were 10 years ago and what you were starting then. So that would have been, around about 2013. Was there a new beginning that you were embarking on? Did you change your relationship? Did you change your career? The universe is saying that you're wrapping up something that you started then, okay? And that's going to shift the way for the whole new cycle for you. Now, of course, with energy, you have free will and you don't have to catch a ride with this Wheel of Fortune, but the universe absolutely wants you to, Gemini. Let's dig into this more and see what the situation may be. I have got the Sun coming through in the situation here. Let's get the rest of the cards out. I've got in the challenge here, I have the Ace of Pentacles. In the advice, I have the Four of Pentacles. And in the outcome, I have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we can see that, it's not going to be the easiest of transitions, but Spirit is telling you with that Sun energy coming through here, Gemini, that absolutely you can overcome the blocks to change here. The Sun says that there is a bright future ahead. It's got something to do with that Ace of Pentacles, but we've got some energy to move through in order to embrace it. We're really needing to, step out of the comfort zone. We're needing to cross the fear barrier. We're needing to release and let go, maybe of some stability and security, right? Because you started this 10 years ago, so you're settled in here. But that is going to give way to something far greater, new growth. And it's just that every situation in our life, including our own lifespan, goes through the seasons and goes through the cycles. So the Sun is saying, look, we've had the summer here, and inevitably every situation goes through a fall and winter, and the decision is, do I plant new seeds and reestablish the growth here, or do I really embrace change? Well, Wheel of Fortune wants you to embrace the change here, Gemini. Okay, let's get the clarifiers as we go. Now, I've got double Leo coming through with the Strength card and the Sun. You may be dealing with a Leo. The Spirit is saying that you have the strength, courage, and bravery to rebirth, to move to this new cycle, okay? The Strength card says that you are following a call of the heart, and you'll know what it is for you, Gemini. This is a general reading, so it could be playing out in relationship. It could be playing out in work, career. It could be playing out in, your location that you're actually living here, but it feels like you have got to the point where you're at a bit of a brick wall in your situation. And the Wheel of Fortune says, well, it's through completion that wheel turns and carries you through to the new. And yes, that can be very, a very vulnerable process. But my goodness, the Sun, it says the future is bright ahead. It is a massive card of victory. It is a massive card of rebirth and extreme growth and positive outcomes. Now, all locked up in the challenge here, Gemini, I've got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is the new door. It's in the challenge. And I'm wondering why here, Gemini. Are you resisting change maybe? Are you trying to, you know, hold that Wheel of Fortune back from turning, because we often do that. I've got the King of Swords coming through here, and it could be because there is a process to go through. There could be some official process, like the dissolving of a contract, whether it's a marriage contract, a mortgage contract, or an employment contract. But the King of Swords is reminding you to see the big picture. What is at stake here is your next chapter, is your happiness, and is your growth. You know what I see in that Ace of Pentacles there, Gemini? I see the reef that is the same as on the World card, which is the last major arcana. And the one before that is Judgment. So you're at the time where you're making a powerful judgment call on what you want for your next chapter, because the World is also a victory card about closing and starting huge new cycles in your life. Now, the Ace of Pentacles stands for the new beginning that you need, but it's locked up in the challenge, and the advice is the Four of Pentacles. The advice is saying, Gemini, be mindful of, you know, where you are holding on, where you might not feel confident or brave enough to release, where you might be playing smaller than what you are. You know, it feels like there is another Ace of Pentacles in its place, and you're holding on for dear life here. Let's get a clarifier for this one. Eight of Cups, absolutely, that's 100% what I was feeling there. So the path to this energy is through the Eight of Cups, and that is moving on in the journey. The Eight of Cups is like an awakening. Maybe you have been meditating and contemplating on this. Awakening to the fact that in your current situation, even though you've made it to the Eight of Cups, it cannot take you to the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, the Ten of Cups, your blessed best life. So the journey to those energies is through the Eight of Cups, walking away from what isn't it, so that you can find that missing piece, because there's something about the situation here where there is an unfillable piece. There is a value, a huge a huge part of you that's not on the same page or not seeing eye to eye with this person, this employer, whatever it is for you. So the advice is let go and expand. The Wheel of Fortune is an energy of expansion. It wants to take you places, and it's saying, come on, Gemini, are you ready for the ride? Now, the outcome is the Seven of Wands, and I feel like there is a lot of factors for you to sort out before you can move to the new. There might be a lot of energies here. There might be a lot of opinions. There might be genuine, competition and rivalry here. But the High Priestess is saying, you've actually got the higher ground here. It's time for you to cross the threshold. And when you do that, all will be revealed. But she wants you to go on the journey, right? She wants you to go on the journey of embracing change. Page of Swords is here. And that is always my card of, the winds of change just starting to pick up and carry you in the new direction. And this can be a conversation where you actually express where you are in the situation to that partner, to that employer. And it's so amazing that I always say the words are the spells that we cast. And as soon as we say, look, I'm moving on, or I'm planning that change, it becomes real. Because once other people know, they start acting in alignment with that change. And then all of a sudden, that Wheel of Fortune, it moves across, it ticks across to another one of those little moves. And before we know it, the inertia is so great that it is carrying it and it cannot be stopped. So this is inevitably powerful, powerful change. It is time for you to catch a ride with that Wheel of Fortune, Gemini, and I am wishing you all the best with it. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this message. Please do reach out for a personal reading if you'd like. The first link down below will take you to my website. And follow along on Instagram for daily readings. Love to have you over there. I would also appreciate all your likes, shares, and comments. My YouTube channel is pretty much down the toilet after taking 1 week off, and that is what we are dealing with on this platform. If you are not basically working incredibly hard, consistently, like I'm talking precision consistency, the views just completely stop. And for people like me, that this is their primary income source, that is a huge problem. So I would really appreciate your support in this. That's going to determine how long I do stick around here, because I am potentially planning on changing my strategy. So thank you so much, Gemini. I appreciate your support, and sending you all the love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.